Welcome back to more Passpartout 2, The Lost Artist. It's great seeing you guys again for another week of more drawing. I don't know how long this session is going to be. If I can pull through having like one decent length episode, then that's great. But my back really do be hurting right now as I'm sitting. And I don't know why. Kind of just happened randomly. I've had to like occasionally get up and walk around like some weirdo or lay down and have a hard time getting back up. It's currently still hurting as we speak, but I'm hoping that if I ignore it, then I'll just be able to film a little bit. I was thinking about putting off filming this for like until I got better, but I didn't want to have to take another week break. I know that no one would care if I did, but something in my heart was like, you already took a week off last time. I didn't want to do it again so soon. I want to have a more valid reason, if that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm getting paid to do this. This is just like a hobby at this point. But I don't remember what we listed. We listed the car, the paper shredder, t-shirt, chainsaw man, Pochita, my dude. Oh my god, I almost ran in front of the car. Pardon me. Pochita! Hey! Did I mention I was rereading it? I think I did. That's probably why I drew it, right? I've been rereading Chainsaw Man and I got up to the part where it made me fucking sad as hell. And I can't talk about it because of spoilers. Oh yeah, the fucking car! The ugly ass car! I forgot. I knew I did a car, but I forgot how ugly it was. God damn. And the billboard. Wowee. In terms of like questy stuff, we're done with this side? Sorry, car. I don't know why I keep just running into the road like that. I should be more patient. Not that they would hit me because they're nice. Is that what it's like to be French? You just wander around until I see these people try to holler at me. I actually just remembered. I know I left from here, but I wanted to take this opportunity while I still have it in my mind to switch out the palettes that I have. Because I've been using the same palettes for a couple of episodes now, and I think it's time to change it up. Should I get rid of the basic? Maybe I'll get rid of the basic. Smooth that out, and then we'll put in... Let's do pastel. Yeah, sure. It doesn't offer a whole lot of color range. Let me just take a quick look at it. I'm not gonna draw anything, but I'm just gonna take a quick look at it. Pastel. That is certainly a pastel. Wow. Okay. Actually, since we're here, should I just draw something? I wish there was music playing. I do wish that music was more of a constant. I don't know why it sometimes just doesn't play. It makes the world seem so quiet. Which sometimes is nice. Sometimes it's nice to walk around without any music and you're just listening to the sound of the world. Provided that you're not living in like a metropolitan area where there's nothing but car honkings and people yelling. Well, I was hoping that the radio music would carry over a little bit and make the, like, kind of like, what's the word? Activate some more music to play around the world, but, like, around where I'm walking, but I guess not. I guess there's just no music this episode, huh? Hey, Lance Lore. I have lived more lives than people like you can ever fathom. I am meat, but not always. I am sometimes the sinister villain, the squalid villain, sometimes both or neither. To reply fully, I am many, yet one. That's the common mantra among us classically trained. Okay. Trying to see if anyone has anything to give me in terms of quest. If not, then I'm just gonna... Was this gonna be the filler episode? I wasn't planning on it. I have so much money. Oh yeah, you have a shop. But if I recall the shop, your shop didn't have much of anything that I cared about. But I should probably buy something. Right? I should probably give something a try. Give something a buy. Or have I bought anything? God, this is $1,500. Chalk. Tree stamp. I guess I'll buy this. I don't think I'm even gonna use it that much. For a metal point, it sure makes a thick line. Here, I'll buy it. Why not? I guess today will be a filler episode if no one's gonna talk to me. Or like no one's gonna try to give me anything. Why would I paint on a marble stone? It doesn't make any sense. I'll do the scroll, maybe? I don't even really want to do the scroll. I'll just buy one of these. I don't need a tablet. You have more items than you can carry. Oh. We can get rid of... We can get rid of pastel. And we'll put in the Michelangelo pen. I wasn't using much of that pastel anyway. Some of these tools are a bit hit and miss for my taste. Maybe some other people like them. I sure wish there was some fucking music playing. Well, I walked around a bit more and no one's giving me anything to do. So I guess this episode is just gonna be a filler episode. And I'm just gonna draw some random stuff and make money off of it. No other part will also trigger any music. So we're just gonna have to set up for the radio music for now. We just pick up on this canvas that I originally said last time, like multiple times, that I had themes that I wanted to do. And I am not going to do them. Honestly, I'm not in the mood to really draw in general, but I have been preoccupied with one thing currently, or recently, so I guess we'll draw something related to that. And that something is going to be, let's see if you guys can guess based on what I draw here first. Actually, let's use the new pen. Let me see what this looks like first. Not much of anything. I guess the pen is alright. I guess the pen is doing what a pen does. I don't know if, I don't know how much use it will be to me at this point. So we're just gonna go back to our trusty round brush and just make do with that for now. I guess I forgot that I would occasionally be talking over the speed lapse or the time lapse. Time lapse is the word. Time lapse is the word that I've been trying to think of. I knew like sped up video or speed ups is not the correct term, and I've been just trying to think like, wait, isn't there like a term for this thing that I'm like trying to think of? I like couldn't figure it out until just now. Time lapse. Time lapse is the word I've been trying to think of. Why did it take me like 8 episodes for me to remember what that word is? I'm dumb as hell. Anyway, I guess we have to talk about something during the time lapse of this. It's not gonna be a very long one. Anyway, I've been replaying Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, or Hello Happiness. I don't remember the name of the game. If you're not familiar, Danganronpa was a pretty big thing for me and the kids over at Visnomatic. We played through all 3.5 games, and this was many years ago, but I was just suddenly in the mood to play it again, just to like experience it on my own, I guess. And I've been having a good time. I'm not very far in it currently in the replay, but what am I trying to say here? I just realized I'm also at a disadvantage right now because I got rid of the palette that had a really bright red, so I'm stuck with using a pink for now, but I guess it'll do the job. It's not a big deal. The world won't end. But yeah, Danganronpa, if you've never played the game before, it's not fully recommendable if you're not the type that's into like visual novel games, because it's a lot of text and a lot of characters and a lot of plot. But if you're someone that's into that, let me think. I guess if you're someone who's into like games like Ace Attorney or 999, what's the name of that series? Zero Escape? Something like that. If you're like someone that's into those type of games, you might be interested in Danganronpa. And even then, it might still be like out there given the amount of characters that the series offers. But it's still a good time if you can get into it. You might find a character that you will really like me. Sorry, I'm having a little bit difficulty talking and drawing at the same time. I'm not gonna allude to where I am in the drawing, but I just want you to know that I'm struggling right now to do both, and also not think about my back. I'm also doing this based on like from memory. I'm not looking at references because why not? I want you to see what I'm capable of memorizing. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but you know, I'm capable of remembering some stuff. I don't remember if I finished my thought from earlier. I'm currently not very far in my replay. I'm only up to like the first trial in the game, which, to give like a really brief summary of what Danganronpa is, it's a game that it's a game that involves 15, sometimes 16 students. Well, I'm laughing now. That kind of ruins where I am in the drawing. Whatever, I don't care anymore. I'm not. This is hard. If I have the energy, if I have the energy to, I'll cut it apart. This isn't right. This isn't right, but I don't remember how. I don't remember his teeth. I don't think he has this much teeth. We're gonna have to go with it. I don't remember how it is. Here, I'll make it more cursed. Just gonna throw some gums on the boy. Not that he would. Well, how much time? I mean, you know what? Come into this episode like knowing that there's might be spoilers for Danganronpa. If you're not willing, if you're a bit too worried about spoilers because you want to like get into the series, don't watch this episode. Don't watch this episode, I guess. I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to watch this episode if I'm gonna be calling it like the Dangan episode or something, if I'm that like uncreative. What was I saying? I was so distracted by how fucking crazy this looks that I don't remember what I was even saying. Oh, I was trying to give a brief synopsis of what the game is like. So you and like 15 other students or 14 other students, I don't remember the number, are trapped in an enclosed location, and you've been tasked, or like you're being challenged by a robot bear, to kill one of your classmates in order to escape from the place that you're locked up in. It's like a whole thing. There's murderers involved. You investigate, you make bonds with people, you get your heart broken depending on who dies and who lives and stuff like that. It's a journey, and the story can be kind of complicated depending on which game you play. Well, all the games, the stories can be convoluted, but it makes for a really wild anime melodramatic time. Is that a good explanation? I don't think it was a very good explanation, but again, I'm having a really hard time multitasking right now, especially since I'm working on this fucking cursed ass drawing. It's so disgusting. I didn't realize that I was gonna be drawing cursed shit today. Then again, I didn't think I was gonna be drawing much of anything. I knew a part of me was like, I should probably film for this video, whatever. But then my back was killing me, and then I was so focused on my back, and I was like thinking like, man, am I gonna be able to sit for long enough that I can like pop out a video? But to be honest, like sitting the way I am right now, like it hurt. I can feel the pain, but it's not as bad as like when I was laying down before, like trying to like adjust my position. That shit sent shockwaves down my back. I was like not happy, and I did not know if I was able to get out of bed. So if anything, maybe sitting is not too bad of a play right now. Maybe I should just sit here a little bit and just draw this cursed thing. Anyway, like I was saying before I interrupted myself like 5 times, I'm up to the first trial right now of Danganronpa 2, and I'm realizing that playing it through a second time on my own as opposed to with friends, it makes for a slightly different experience, because I'm much more like, even though I know how the story plays out and I know what happens, there's something, the experience of it makes it much like playing it on your own. You're much more engrossed in the story and what's going on and what the characters are saying. And I think especially knowing how things pan out, you're more likely to catch things that you wouldn't have caught if you were playing the first time. And I'm really learning to like appreciate. I mean, I knew it's not like I didn't know, but like I'm really learning to appreciate playing games on your own and really like just experiencing it by yourself without having to impress your friends with like dumbass jokes and quick quips, you know. I'm just playing it for myself. I'm not even streaming it. I'm just playing it for myself. I also am unsure what else I can add to this, because there's not much colors that really that you can really associate with Monokuma. This is the one time that the pastel is not working in my favor, but we're just gonna make do with it. We'll switch out the palette again. Maybe get rid of Tones of Man. Or maybe get other. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. I want like a little bit of everything. Dang it, game. Next game, have like 5 palettes on hand or something. You can add it. Just like it's a scroll thing anyway. There's nothing stopping you from adding more palette options that you can hold on to. I'm just gonna stop it here. We'll consider this a warm up, huh? Monokuma. Oh yeah, this bear's name is Monokuma. I don't remember if I ever said that at some point. He's the mascot. He's the main baddie of Danganronpa series. He's great. Let's try to sell this to somebody. Let's see who will buy it. Let's go to the city area and see if anyone will buy this piece of shit. All right. Who's coming here? Across the street from me? Will the art investor come over here? Oh, he looks like he's interested. I guess the art investor is not close enough. My brain hurts. This feels way too complicated. It's like mainly white and black. How is it complicated? Monopoly Man, what about you? Does this pique your interest? It's not that complicated, I swear. Dreary. Probably because there's not enough colors. Oh! You know who would like it? Because of the lack of colors? The goth kids. Except they're not going to give me a lot of money, which is going to be disappointing. But I guess it was also done on a really small canvas, and I didn't spend a lot of time with it. So I guess that's okay. Let me go over here. Let's see if they are willing to put out a little bit more money now that I'm much more well known in the area. What do you think, Cynthia? No. Maggie? Great painting. It has everything. 460. Let's shop around a bit. Let me see if what the others will offer. I see that those two girls over there are just talking. Are they interested in my art at all? Oh, there. I don't remember their names. One of them is Hope and one of them is Lol. Oh, there you go. It's deep stuff, I guess. Sorry if you hear me drinking something. I'm drinking something. That's decent money. It's better than Maggie. Or whatever her name is. I already forgot her name. See, if I tried doing that stretch right now, I'd be keeled over on the floor. It's hard. It's very hard for me to stretch right now because of my back. Anyway, for a first painting, that was a bit like disappointing on my end. So let's try. Put in a little bit more effort, I guess. All right, let's draw on the golden silk canvas. Do I want to do that? This is like fancy shit. Oh my god, it's actual gold. I guess we gotta get fancy with this. How fancy can a fancy person be? Oh, I forgot to switch out the... Hang on. The pastel colors are pretty, and I think I'll try to hold on to that palette, but I need to switch out something. I can't... Maybe I'll switch out the monochrome? Although having those shades of grays is nice, but... Damn it, game. Why'd you offer so much pretty colors and then limit me to what I can carry? I think I've used Lush Forest before. I'll use that. It's hard to know. I have a character in mind that I'm going to draw first, just because I think I have a good memory of how they look. But let's see what these colors can do for me. Man, it looks black because of the shading on the gold. What does this look like if I draw white on it? Ugh. I guess I'll just start etching some stuff in. So the character you see me drawing on the screen right now, he goes by the name of Nagito Komaeda. If you are even the slightest bit familiar with Danganronpa and its stories and the lore and everything, Nagito Komaeda is pretty well known because he is quite the character. He is quite the character. I can't really put into words what kind of character he is, other than the fact that he's fucking batshit crazy. And I also don't really want to spoil too much of what kind of character he is, aside from the fact that he can be batshit crazy. But he starts off as a very nice guy. He starts off very nice, but he goes a little crazy. Sorry, that's kind of spoilers, but like I said that you have to come into this knowing that there's going to be spoilers, so I don't know why I'm still concerned about spoilers. I think I'm trying to use it as a crutch, as an excuse to not really delve into the type of character he is, because I can't think right now. I hesitated on even talking over this because talking while drawing requires my brain to do two different things at once, and my brain is not wired for this type of mental task-ing. Did I say that right? I don't think I said that right. Anyway, when we first played this on the Visnomatic channel, this character kinda... Well, I was gonna say this character stole my heart first. That's not true. There's a different character that stole my heart first. We may or may not draw them later. I think I don't know if I could do them justice due to the lack of like memory and stuff, and the lack of experience of drawing that said character. But we'll see how I feel. But this character in the second game is one of my favorite characters. However, now that I'm replaying the game and I'm taking my time with like getting to know the characters and the story and all that stuff, and I'm really soaking in how they're all like interacting with each other and stuff without having to worry about the hee ha-has and laughings, the joking around while we were streaming at the time. This character is fucking annoying as hell. I knew he was annoying. I'm sure I thought he was annoying when we initially played it, but like I let the shallowness on my end get the better of me because he's still a very cute character. When it comes to cute characters, I'm a little bit biased because as a friend once put it,
I am a little biased because he is a boy.
You
Maybe
are
that is why.
painfully straight, so you just need a boy.
those words have never rung so true. However, I found him really freaking annoying while I was playing through the first trial, because he takes a big part in that first trial. There's a lot of self-loathing, there's a lot of the whole like, use me as a stepping stone for your success or something like that. I don't remember exactly what he says. I actually don't even fully remember what his whole deal is. I had to continue playing more of the game for me to fully remember. But motherfucker's goddamn annoying, trying to force his damn agenda down people's throat while they're trying to figure out who killed the love of my life. I like literally forgot who died. It's like, if I'm not thinking about it actively, I just like things I forget. Even though I've played the game before and I'm well aware of who dies, who lives, who dies, who tells their story. The Hamilton reference there. It's like, unless it's shown in my face, I always just forget that happened. That my all-time favorite character in this game, who is Byakuya Togami, quote unquote. And those who know why there's a quote unquote there, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know. But he was my favorite character, and then they cut them off because they hate me. They specifically did that because they hated me. I don't have the proof of that. I just know it to be true. In any case, why did I say that? Why did I bring that up? Why did I bring it up? Why he was dead? I don't remember why I brought it up. I like completely lost my train of thought. Oh, doing this is so hard. I guess I'm like too rusty at it. This is what happens when you're not like a full-blown content creator. Though it's not like there's content creators that are drawing and also talking at the same time. That's a lie. There are probably plenty of content creators that can do this just fine. I'm not one of them. But anyway, they killed off my favorite character in Danganronpa 2 in the first trial. I mean, the first chapter. And that shit hurt. That shit made me sad. Why did I bring him up? I was talking about Nagito, and there's something about it that spurred up the fact that Byakuya died. It's because of the fact that people, like, he was indirectly responsible for the death of Byakuya, because he was trying to murder somebody. He was attempting to murder somebody to get the game rolling or something. I don't remember. I was actually thinking about it when I was playing it yesterday. When I got up to the point that I got up to, and I couldn't remember what the deal was and what this guy's MO was, that he wanted to start off killing people first. Like, I know that his whole deal was that like he wanted people to step on him or whatever, figuratively, for them to shine bright as they can or something like that. Some nonsensical bullshit that sounds right in his head, but it's like in actuality he's just a dumbass kind of thing. See, there's a lot that you can learn when you play a game by yourself as opposed to with friends, because you actually take in the things that are being thrown at you, and then you can make logical thoughts and form opinions without being biased around you. Such as, this guy, even though he's cute, he is an absolute batshit crazy character whose end goal was just like to be a nuisance, honestly. I'm sure my tune is going to change as I continue playing the game, because like, he still continues to be a really strong character, and he still does a lot of things in the game, in the story, that help to push people along to come to certain conclusions and all that stuff. That said, currently my opinions of him right now, based on the first chapter so far, is that he's really fucking annoying, and he caused the death of the love of my life. Even if he wasn't the one who physically did it, he had a hand in it. He's like, someone else pulled the trigger, and Nagito was the one who provided the gun. It's like that sort of thing. He was the one who provided the gun, and he was the one who put the thought in the head of the killer. Why am I still dancing around potentially spoiling this? I don't know why I'm doing it. I just am. Even though I said I'm gonna spoil things, I'm so stupid. I can't decide on things. Danganronpa 2. Danganronpa. Sorry, I got so like distracted. Before I knew it, I just stopped talking and I was just drawing random. It was like putting in like finishing touches into this. Let me just end it right now. I hope this is like complex enough for them to like, because I understood that Monokuma wasn't that great because it was just mainly black and white. But we'll see if this one does a little bit better. Art Investor, are you interested in a painting called Nagito? Mr. Art Investor, are you interested in a boy called Nagito Komaeda? It's the Nagito. Oh yeah, it's also painted on gold too, so surely it's worth something, right? Disappointing display of monochromatic proclivity. Oh, you want more black and white? Hold up, would you have liked Monokuma? I swear to God. Dog, I swear to God. If you were someone that would have liked the Monokuma one, I'd be very upset. I'm not doing great this session. People aren't liking my stuff. Mix in more colors. Man, this is a tough crowd. Let me see what my ex-landlord has to say. What do you think? It's even painted on gold. A bit more simple. Man, tough crowd. Tough crowd. Hey, Mom, what about you? Details are all over the place. Too much. Man! Man! The modern folk are hard to please. Maybe the stuff that I'm painting ain't their cup of tea. Well, let's go to the whatever area. The area with the castle and the art kids or whatever. I don't know what you would call this area. Here, what are your thoughts on this? You don't look like you would have that much money, except you have the 2,000, was it 3,000? I think it was 3,000 you took from me. Who am I waiting on? Who's coming down here? Or who's coming up here? Who am I waiting on? Who on earth am I waiting on? Oh, it's you. Who? Are you Spark? This is a blueprint of good art. I'm glad to see that Spark likes it, but where did you come from? I'm gonna hang on. Sorry, Spark. I'll give you it. I'll try to sell it to you later, but I'm curious to see what the newer people's reactions are to this. We have this kid. Ruthless to the wavering, ruthless to you. I don't know what that means. What about Charles? The man has just been staring at a light pole. Charles, I know you're busy and all, but tell me what you think of this. I've gazed into the abyss and I don't wish to gaze again. What am I doing wrong? Why don't people like Nagito? It must have to be with my technique? Is it just too simple? Amateur. Yeah. Oh, I guess maybe it is just too simple. So if I... Too simple, huh? There, I've added like a shit ton of hatching. Is this complex enough? Do you notice that it's complex? That I added the hatching? What do you think now? Is this better? A polished excrement is still an excrement. How did you know that this is shit? Well, that didn't work. Let's see what the Marie Antoinette lady thinks of this. This is one way to get an idea of like what kind of things these people are looking for. I guess my art style caters more to like the poorish crowd. I don't know what the rich people like. What do rich people like? What do you think of this?
No.
A noble woman can't engage in such depravity. Like, I guess given that it's Nagito, it's understandable that you think he's worthless, but like, I'm gonna have a difficult time if they're not liking anything that I'm putting out today. Charles, have a look at this again. Perhaps the worst that has ever graced my... Damn, he said the worst. He's royal too, and he thinks that's the worst. Jeez. Lancelot, what about you? I guess if they all weren't liking it before, now they really don't like it. Oh, there you go. An artist, a struggle, allow an ally to aid. Hey, you give me back the money that you fucking took from me. This is gonna be hard. I don't know what these people like. Maybe it's because of the hatching that's more like artistic side. He noticed that it's art. So what do rich people like? What do rich people like in terms of art? Do they want like Da Vinci style, like Da Vinci like art? I can't give that to them. I don't know how to produce that for them. Da Vinci? Da Vinci? What if I just draw like, if I just threw in like an autograph pen and I started scratching things around, making it look somewhat vaguely like a person, and then just add in like a bunch of like shading. Is this enough for the royal people to be interested in? If I just put in a bunch of shading? If I think about, let's think about Hades Town. Think about Hades Town and think about all the images that came up in my head when I was listening to Hades Town. Even though Hades Town is set in like a more modernish type of setting, it's based on like goddesses and gods from like, you know, mythology. So like if I think about them, if I think about how I envision them in my head and I just put down like strokes of colors and stuff, like, you know, like this. If I put this down, I think about how like Da Vinci had like spent the years painting on a ceiling in the 16th chapel. You put like colors down. We think about Hades Town, we think about Eurydice, we think about Persephone, we think about Orpheus. Orpheus, Hades, my love. How long? How long? How long? This is supposed to be a Danganronpa episode, and this is not Danganronpa at all. Who Danganronpa is this character? I probably should have done something similar to like this style, but like an actual character. This doesn't look like anyone enough to really be a character. I can make it like Mikan. That wasn't who I was planning on drawing, but I can do like a really rough like Mikan. Mikan was a character and a half, man. I originally liked her when she was like super like chill. Not chill. Sorry, I also don't know if I was talking to the mic that time. I've been trying my best to like talk into the mic, but like it's hard to talk into the mic when you're looking down constantly. Mikan was a character that I liked. I liked it when she was more of like the really awkward, shy character, and she was just doing her best. But then she went through a character change in the story, and that kind of stressed me out, and I didn't like her as much because she went actually crazy. Like Nagito went crazy, but she went actual crazy. Well, they were all crazy, I guess. All these characters were crazy in some fashion. It made a much more complex character, but I could have done without it. Also, using this autograph pen to do this is not the best idea because I can only paint things in one angle. I completely lost track of what I was trying to do. This also doesn't look like Mikan at all because of the hair, so it's no longer Mikan, I decided. Do you like how incredibly freaking messy this is? There's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just sketching random stuff. If I put in random sketches and like throw in random lines, do you think they will notice that? They actually might not like this because it's too messy. They might notice that there's a lot of scribbles happening and there's no coherentness to it. They just see a bunch of scratches. So they probably won't actually like this at all. I also probably need to throw in colors that aren't just peachy. So let me just throw some. This is looking great. If I say so myself. I actually think that's a lie. I actually think that she just has like a broom for hair. Let's throw in some colors. Let's throw in some random colors. Let's just throw in, that's still peach. I don't know why I expected it different. What if I throw in green? Let's make her eyes green. Let's make her eyes green. Throw in a little bit of color into it. We'll make her mouth blue. Blue lipstick? Or she was eating a blue raspberry flavored popsicle. You can be the judge of that. Put a line there. We'll throw in some more like colors that aren't super neon, but like make it much more complex or something like that. Maybe there's too much brown now. We'll throw in a different color. We'll throw in something that's not brown for the hair. Let's just do like this. What's this? Just do this. Or maybe we'll just like put over her face like this. Wow, would you look at that? I'm actually losing my mind over this. I was complaining about how Danganronpa characters are crazy. I think I'm the crazy one. Look at this. You think they'll like this? You think they'll like this? You think they'll like how fucking crazy this looks? Look. Let's try to sell this. Here you go, art. Let's see what they say. I'm curious now. I've completely lost my damn mind. I'm just curious. I just threw things to see what sticks. Let's see what they think. He probably is not gonna like this. Infantile attempt. That doesn't tell me much of anything, but he clearly thinks it's infantile. So clearly that's not his taste. What about the shop owner? What about the shop owner? What do you think of this? What do you think of this? I definitely poured my heart and soul into it. What do you think? Take a look at it. She's actually not paying a lot. Hold up. For someone who has a fancy like boutique art shop, you're paying very little. But she liked it. I don't know why she liked it, but she liked it. Maybe it's because of the tools that I used. Oh no, I used the autograph pen. I was about to say autography. And I was like, what the hell is an autography? What about you, Chateau? I don't remember her name. Chantel? Such wealth of detail. Bravo. She likes it. Rich lady likes it. She didn't put out that much money, but she liked it. You understand what I'm having to deal with right now? Do you understand why no matter how much effort you put into a thing, it doesn't matter because it depends on what colors you use and what pens you use and probably the technique? It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a character or just random scribbles. You put the right colors, the right like, I don't know, the right tool, right canvas, they'll like it. That was done on damaged paper too, actually. I just realized that might be why they were paying off so little, but apparently they were okay with the contents of it. I think I'm probably gonna stop here because my back is not happy with me right now, and I think I need to like come in to this with a better mindset, because I think I actually lost my damn mind doing this. I think next episode I'm still gonna try to stick with the Dangan theme though, because I only did like 2 characters in Dangan, and I want to feature more because I like the kids in Dangan, okay? I'm still gonna do it without memory though next time, but hopefully my back will be better, and hopefully we'll get more done. But thank you so much for watching. Hey, guess who's a rich bitch? It's me. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.